welcome to See You on Main Street. Today we're gonna talk about first-timer mistakes
and how to avoid them.
Are you looking for more fun and informative videos about Disneyland Paris? Check out our other episodes we know you're gonna like too. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Let's get back to the video.
Another mistake first-timers make often is to underestimate the weather forecast.
Take a good look at all the weather reports, well, at home as here in the park the day beforehand, and get a feel for what you should bring. It even happened to us that we thought, well, it's gonna be nice, and it was freezing, and
it was very cold.
Very cold, and we had to buy extra stuff here in the park, which is quite expensive. And we also had one time that we thought, well, it's gonna be nice, springtime weather, and it was blazing hot.
So before you are going to visit Disneyland Paris, check the weather, take it very seriously, and pack several things. Maybe wear some layers that you can add or take off if it's too warm or if it's colder, so you are prepared. So that's our advice.
Next to Alice's Curious Labyrinth is the March Hare, and they sell these very exclusive popcorn buckets. They look amazing, and they're also a nice souvenir to take home. You can buy them without popcorn, it's $23.99, and for €1 more, you've got yourself popcorn in it as well. More are being delivered. There are more people who can buy it. Yay!
Many of the first-timers to Disneyland Paris underestimate the size of it. It's bigger than your average theme park, and it's way bigger than the Efteling or Fantasyland, for instance. So, what do you really got? You've got two parks, Disneyland and Walt Disney Studios. You've got Disney Village with all the restaurants and shops and drinking and fun times in the evening. And then you've got all the hotels. So we're staying at Hotel Cheyenne, and it took us about 20 minutes to get to the main gate. So keep that in mind. And the parks themselves are big as well. Don't think you can do it in just one day. And that's why most of the packages are 2 or 3 days admission to the parks.
Another mistake that beginners often make is to forget to make a reservation. If you would like to have something to eat in a restaurant, a buffet restaurant or table service, it's very important to make a reservation. Now, to make a reservation, you can go to City Hall, right behind me. But there are many more options to get your reservation. For example, go to the concierge at your hotel or ask at the reception. And there is also a possibility to go to the restaurant where you would like to have your dinner and reserve over there. And there's another way to get your reservation. You can call the Disneyland number. I will put it here below. And you can call it and you can ask for your reservation. And they are very happy to help you to make your reservation in one of the Disneyland restaurants. So here you have it. This is the way to be certain of a spot in your favorite restaurant here in Disneyland Paris.
If you're coming to the park, think about renting a stroller or bring your own. If you're by plane, renting may be easier. You don't have to take it on the plane with you. And you and your kids will enjoy it very much. And also think about this, even if your kid doesn't use a stroller at home anymore, you might still want to rent one over here, because it's a lot of walking. And in a day like this, it's hot. So they get tired and they still have to walk, and you don't have wheels with you. Think about it. €20 a day for rental here in the park. If you want to take it outside of the park, you also have to pay a €50 deposit, which you get back if you return the stroller. So keep that one in mind.
You want to get yourself a stroller in Disneyland Paris? Get to the stroller rental at the beginning of Main Street very early, because there are only limited strollers available. And don't worry about where to put your stroller when you want to go into a ride. There are special places to store strollers all around the park.
Elise, I want to visit Mickey. Do you know where he is?
Well, Sven, I've got that information for you right here in this app.
Another advice for the first-timers is using the DLP app, because it contains everything. opening hours for the parks, ride times, how long do you have to wait, and also all the info about the restaurants, toilets, smoking areas, everything.
Okay, so you go to your Disneyland app. Now it's the magical hours, so there are no waiting times yet. But when the park opens officially, here there will be waiting times right here available, and you can see how long the waiting time is and which ride it is. Also very handy, this row, and they show you the waiting times in a row, and you can check which one is the shortest, so which one you can visit.
And even if one is closed for
Renovation.
And
there's more to see in this app, like attractions, entertainment, photo pass, and restaurants, for example, and lots more.
Everything you might need, and of course the location of the characters. So be wise, download that app, check it out. What the first timers often forget is to get the photo pass. This one. You buy all the photos that you can have with photo pass photographers in the park, with characters, or on Main Street in front of the castle, and also the photos that get taken on the rides, for instance Pirates of the Caribbean.
You want to know how to purchase your PhotoPass Plus? Buy your PhotoPass Plus in all photo sales points and in selected shops. You can use the Disney PhotoPass service on a lot of attractions, like Meet Mickey Mouse, Starport, Big Thunder Mountain, the Meet Spider-Man location, and also the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror. But there are many more, and you can find all of these locations in your Disneyland Paris app.
In Europe, it's most common to pay by debit card, credit card, or any other bank card. But it might be handy to bring cash into the parks because of three things. First one is tips at the restaurants, because you pay by card, but if you want to leave a tip for the waiter, you cannot put it on a bill. If you want to give a tip, it's in cash to the specific waiter. Second one is mousekeeping. Well, it's a really big thing in Disney World and Disneyland in America. Mousekeeping, will give a little tip for the people who clean and service your room. Cash only. The third one is buying at the carts. Stroller carts, things where you can buy a balloon or a lightsaber or anything. Those carts only take cash. And most of the ice cream cars take cards, but not all of them. So if you want a nice, cool and refreshing ice cream, that's most of the time it's by cash only as well. So, four things actually.
You can find ATMs all over the park. Use the DLP app to find their location.
Another tip for first timers, shoes. What kind of shoes should you wear?
They have to be checked. Not just like I wore them yesterday and they feel okay. No, like I've been walking miles and miles and miles in them and they are fine. I don't get blisters, I know it for sure. Then you know those are the shoes that you have to wear.
Yeah. Stable, comfortable, wearable shoes that you wore previously.
And that you can probably wear for several days. One of the things we see that people wear and that goes wrong are people who wear slippers, especially between the toes.
Yeah.
Because most people aren't used to wearing slippers that often.
Yeah, the notorious flip-flop.
Yes. And it looks very comfortable, but if you have to walk miles and miles and miles on it the entire day, it's not really that comfortable at all.
Or shoes that are too tight behind the heel. And today we saw an example that a girl was wearing flip-flops, but she had a good reason, because the blisters on the back of her heels were that big she couldn't wear any other shoe.
No, they looked terribly painful. So guys, really, shoes, if your shoes fit you okay and you don't those very tired feet at the end of the day, then you've done a good job.
Those are the shoes you should bring to the parks.
Yeah. So, shoes.
You've reached the end of the video, and we hope that you can have some advantage of our advices that we gave you in this episode.
Yep, and so this is it. So next time we'll see you on Main Street. Bye. out of this maze by subscribing.
Please don't let us down.
Help us get our subscribers up. Turn on your alerts for weekly new videos.
And push that subscribe button under this video.